Greetings, YouTube. A few days ago, I posted a video talking about the bug that is happening to a select unlucky amount of summoners, just a handful, but certainly still a relevant amount of the community, where they will run one of the early rifts. We're talking about the beginner rifts, the normal rifts, not the master or the epic ones. They'll reach a path that has 0 rewards, and this screen will pop up. They'll get the coral for the next tier of the rift, right, to complete hopefully half of what you need to jump into the next difficulty of the tier, but there'll be no rewards whatsoever because there is a bug. Now, Kabam Mike, since that video, came out and said this is indeed happening and it's just a bug. It was not intended to be that way, so you need to file a help ticket to get your rewards. So it's interesting. I made the video. You had some people who were like, gosh, this is fake news. This isn't happening. This is made up. And then what was encouraging, not only were people commenting on that video who said, yeah, this happened to me multiple times for some people, but they actually messaged me on the Line app and were like, Prof, I'm so thankful you talked about that because I thought it was just me, and clearly it wasn't. So according to Kabam Mike, and I do think in this circumstance, and I know Kabam Mike gets a lot of flack, and rightfully so, especially for doublespeak, but he said, you need to file a help ticket. So that's what I told summoners who contacted me about this issue. Thanks for reaching out to me, but I can't do anything about it. So open a help ticket with Kabam. Now, my biggest complaint with the Kabam customer service is that quite often I get messages from angry summoners who clearly are showing communication from Kabam where they did not even read the message because they're responding to things that aren't problems. And they're giving suggestions for problems that aren't there. And so if you want to know what that looks like, we are going to take a look at this message from Kabam giving this summoner, Mr. Jake, a huge headache and somebody who still is not happy because when he put his request in for a help ticket, instead of saying, we're sorry you didn't get a reward, they treated it as, I understand that you were disappointed due to the less rewards given. Well, it's not less rewards, it's literally no rewards. And so they essentially are treating this like if you filed a help ticket saying, I'm tired of getting trash in my 4-star crystals or 5-star crystals or maybe even arena crystals. They're giving the player this idea that they're just complaining because they didn't get the 5% or 10% drop rate for what they wanted in the Rift. And so then it goes on to sound very preachy by saying, please do understand that it was announced that when you play unstable Atlantean Rifts, the rewards are more risky with a lower base reward but a greater potential price, which is essentially volatility like you would see in a slot machine. But that's not the point, right? It's not like he's complaining because he just got, some premium disappointment shards. He's complaining because he got 0, and so the guy clearly didn't read or understand the complaint. And this is the biggest problem as well with these kind of community interactions. You not only don't have the people who are there to help actually read and understand the problem, but you also don't have communication between, say, Kabam Mike and this person who has responded to this help ticket, and so they're not on the same page, and they're giving the player base conflicting messages. So it's a very weird response and a very frustrating response, and I checked in with Jake, and he said that there still really isn't a way around this bug because here's the problem. Kabam Mike can say, file a help ticket, and it'll be great. But when you file a help ticket and then they go into your account, because there's 0 rewards on that path, they don't know what that path is supposed to be. And so it's easier for them to be like, yeah, you just don't need to complain because you clearly got something, even though they didn't, than it is to say, hey, we're going to give you, say, some premium shards or maybe some 3-star shards, especially if it's one of the, first rifts that doesn't really have the most amazing prizes. If I was Kabam, I would just give them something to let them know that at least they are heard and appreciated. But right now, it's like filing a help ticket and then having them cry wolf. So it's very frustrating for these summoners. I don't blame them. This is the screenshot that you will see. This is the moment that you know that you have the bug. It's when you go to open your rift and there are no rewards, just the coral. And I guess that's better than nothing, even though it literally is nothing now that we look at it. So, Jake, thanks for passing this on. For those of you who are being affected by this, just know you are not alone. Keep filing those help tickets. Keep putting the pressure on Kabam. They have to be able to perform like they said they would. I mean, they're a multi-million-dollar company, and they should act like it.